dance, and travel, and boss people around. She wants to do her whole life and get.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
we're live. I forgot about this.
It's alright. I don't give a shit about anybody in the audience except me and Michael right here.
Boom. Hopefully nobody saw that.
I hope they did.
Is this thing on?
That's all that matters. That's true. Like, I don't really. Me.
Galyean, Galyean the Stallion.
Galyean the Stallion. Okay,
You're welcome.
So Michael, yeah. Michael, you've been here for 23 years or so?
Correct.
Okay, sweet. Got all kind of sound going off in here.
You were muted for us. You were muted.
I was muted. I'm not muted anymore.
You're good
Welcome
now.
back.
I'm muted. All right. So give me, this is our first time meeting each other.
Let's go.
By the way, have you seen Ted Lasso? You have? Okay, anyway.
No, I have not actually.
You haven't?
No.
You got to watch that.
No.
Dude, yeah.
I get Ted Lasso and Zach Bryan a lot, the new country artist.
We're going there, actually. We have a suite in August when he comes to Atlanta. Yep. Taking a bunch of people there.
I'll be there. I won't.
You won't be there?
I figured I'll be on stage by that point.
Yeah. He's coming to Knoxville.
Yeah.
But when he comes to Knoxville, I'll be out of the country to see another musician.
Jeez.
So
Global. I like
course,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
all right, so we're just meeting each other.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of go through this real fast. So give me the fast 90-second thing that you do here in town, like the highlights.
Gotcha. So I was in retail for 23 years with the same company, American Eagle Outfitters.
Okay.
That gig ended in 2021, and I
So
decided
what was your role with American Eagle?
management, store
Okay.
management,
You're
and then
in the mall or where at?
I was in the mall, Easttown Mall, Turkey Creek, anywhere. And then the last 5 years, American Eagle was launching a new brand called Tailgate, which was
Haven't heard of it.
yeah,
Okay.
RIP. It was
Alrighty.
like vintage clothing for collegiate stores. So it was all UT, Vols stuff, some Knoxville things. They had 5 stores. It was based off a brand from a guy named Todd Snyder, blah, blah, blah. So they kind of bought into it, bought more into it, bought more into it.
So does that brand exist now?
It's online only.
Online. Okay.
Post-COVID, there was kind of a reset. So
Okay. Gotcha.
it is what it is, and it was one of those things. I looked at my resume, and I looked at my heart, and I said, which one do I want to follow?
Okay.
Do I go back to the mall, or do I go achieve the dreams that the 10-year-old me wanted to do? So since then, I did some TV acting. I've worked on the set of Chopped for Food Network. I've worked on Sesame Street. I've done about 30 shows here in Knoxville, and then
So is your first love art in some form or fashion?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, performance, entertainment.
Sure. It's been in your blood.
When I say I'm a freelance entertainer, that sounds a little awkward.
Right.
That sounds
Sure.
like a stripper.
Yeah. Right.
But
I mean,
so
if it pays well, that's
hey,
fine. Yeah.
Again,
That's- yeah.
anything for $1.
Right.
But entertainment, oh yeah, been an entertainer since
Okay.
age 2.
Trained or just
Self-taught.
so in school you didn't do theater or anything like
I
that?
was marching band and a cheerleader, so I have musicality.
Okay.
But again,
So
early YouTube, late Janet Jackson, That was me.
Gotcha. So this takes you up to 2021. You're kind of making this pivot.
Correct.
Okay. Rewind before I can get to the next part.
Let's go.
If you go back to that, you're saying, hey, do I resume or to go follow the dream type thing? What was that dream back when? Like, what is it? What was it? Perfect world. If everything could be whatever you want it to be, what is that? Like, what is your dream?
Wowie. It's always been that celebrity. Like if I had to have some type of
So tell
be
me.
like that Mario Lopez kind of gig.
Okay.
So you have that TV background, you have that actor, but then you could also host the Emmys.
Okay.
You have a talk show. So anything celebrity, I've always wanted to be a celebrity.
Okay, so
in a good way, not the bad celebrity, the good celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I know his career obviously kind of followed that, and who he is. He does do a lot of things, but he does a lot of things now based on one success that he had that kind of kept him, in the limelight in a sense.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick one of those avenues, like, what's your first? Are you on TV first? Are you on Broadway first? Are you on
Broadway?
Not that.
I'm not an actor.
You're not an actor.
No,
Okay.
I'm better at being myself. I'm a character enough.
So reality show.
Wouldn't
For
hate
sure.
it.
Okay.
I'm also like really into this, and maybe because I'm getting in late 1900s. I'm 40 years old. Game show host.
Okay.
Something just boisterous and big.
Right.
Definitely. I mean, my 10-year plan, and I hate having one goal because that feels like you only drive towards that one goal.
Yeah, so I think that's very common. Everybody
Yeah.
probably listening to this right now probably
Yeah.
has 7 dreams,
Yeah.
but they're working a job to pay the bills.
Correct.
And so, which I'll tie this in a minute, but
Yeah.
like, how do you work something for 20-something years that pay the bills while you still have something else on the side,
Right.
and not lose who you are, right? So the
I-
dream is, hey, we want celebrity status.
Yeah.
Question then I have is why? What does that feed for you?
It's the joy. It literally is that, like, as of now, being a viral celebrity or whatever has
Right.
happened in the past 2 years, the smile on someone's face.
Okay.
That's what pays my inner bill.
Okay, gotcha.
Just that. Are you that blue shirt guy?
Right.
Holy, I want more of that.
Yeah. So
It's a drug.
what is this blue shirt thing? Obviously, you're wearing a blue shirt now. He
Yeah.
told me that's your thing. I think it's
That's my
your
gig.
social media. Why?
I
What?
just like blue.
Okay. So that
It's
you're
the
built.
that
it?
color's always on clearance, so I just buy a bunch. No. So gosh, about a year and a half ago, I performed with the University of Tennessee dance team.
Which you kind of help with or teach now or
Negative.
whatever.
No, I
What
work
do you-
with the dance company.
dance company.
Separate.
I don't know what the difference
I know,
is.
correct. So,
Dance team sounds cool though.
correct.
Yeah.
Short
Is
story
Is
long.
that all the women?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Is that women?
I have a 15-year-old son who's would like to get
Yeah.
to know that team a little bit better.
So long story long, there's no dance education at UT, right? So
Okay.
you can't major in dance. There's no dance minor. There's no dance classes. We created a company to keep dance alive. They canceled all that in about 2008, 2009. The students got together to make a dance company. So it's a
Okay.
student-led with professional choreographers that come in. So I work with them. So yeah, last October, 2 Octobers ago, I performed with the dance team. We did a little skit, little gig on the sidelines, thinking it would just be fun for the crowd, for the 110 in the crowd. Went viral.
Okay.
Overnight success, on ESPN, on the Today Show, Inside Edition, you name it, my face has been on it.
Did that convert? So that's marketing. Did it
Correct.
convert to anything beyond that?
Financially?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I mean, not in it, because it wasn't my video.
Gotcha.
And there's so many different videos that were dropped about.
So question, because this is a lesson. Like I'm a teacher.
Here we go.
So
Get my
all
clipboard.
those shows you were on, or were you on them, or other people?
I was on them.
You were on
But mainly not. I mean, at that time it was all Zoom. And
Sure, of course. That's
it was
right.
all
Come out
like
of
a
COVID and all that.
story. Yeah, it was a story about me.
So because of the goal that you have of celebrity
Mm-hmm.
status, that was your opportunity to get the 5 minutes of fame. The problem is you didn't have the next thing to pitch in that moment, so you couldn't capitalize on the marketing you got.
Correct. Because we had no idea.
Right.
And we threw that together in 5
So,
days.
so the reason why this kind of goes back to the conversation I was having here with Albert is you have to know how wherever the dream is, because you probably knew that dream for a long time ago.
Sure.
That dream's probably been in you maybe forever. Everything in your life, if you're going to get close to that dream, should pull you towards that. So when the moment hits you, when either adversity, because problems can become an opportunity, right? Or something that's a win that you got,
Yeah.
and you got the momentum.
Right.
You have to have the ability for it to take you to the next thing. So here's a little thing that I'm teaching. This is the truth fact that I've lived. You set a goal and a target. So like right now everybody's setting the goal and the target for hey, New Year's resolutions. Like he wants to actually get in shape for the first time ever, right? He's been fat forever. He's trying to actually going to get in shape.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
It's
he got
just
he got
him.
married. He gained some weight. You know, his
I
wife's
guess
already
I've
saying.
been married about 4 times.
Yeah,
then.
right. So, but everyone sets these goals, and what happens is after about 10 days into the new year, they give up because they don't see a result.
Yep.
Right. So even here, we say results matter. If you don't see a result, then you're like, why am I busting ass doing all this? Right. Your results don't show up for 4 or 5 months later.
Sure.
Right. I was talking to somebody yesterday. This year I've lost 80 pounds. Okay. I didn't see the weight drop off fast until April.
Yeah.
This is getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, doing all the dumb stuff that feels dumb because I have all these other things I should be doing. I got so much responsibility. It's a lighting problem. Forget it. It's just not charged. We don't worry about it. Charged, turned off. Camera's got to show his belly anyway. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow. Stunt double.
Is that better? I got the hat on blocking. I'm too good looking for camera. That's why.
Wow.
It's a problem. Anyway.
Says who?
So they lose momentum when they don't see a result.
Yeah.
But consistency wins every battle. You had an opportunity no one typically gets. Like how many millions of eyeballs saw you? Imagine if you already, because that wasn't written at that time.
God, no.
Imagine if that was already done.
Sure.
Or you already had your YouTube show that you were doing that no one's watching.
Yeah.
And they were posting your link. You would have taken momentum and cashed into the next thing. So what I teach is fitness goal. You set the fitness goal of losing 20 pounds. You lose 20 pounds, and then it's like, what do most people do after they lose 20 pounds? Anybody know? They gain it back. You know why? They didn't tie into the next goal.
Yeah.
So while you're achieving the first thing, and I'm using weight because that's an easy thing, as you're achieving it, before you hit it, you set the next target. And before you hit that, you set the next target. So you have it. When you pull back, it looks like this. Close, it looks like these small steps. So like a financial target, hey, I'm going to make, $100,000 this year. You don't wait until you make the money to think about the next thing because you'll make the money and then you've not really learned the skill to repeat. You can do something once. Your goal is to learn a lesson, do it forever.
Sure.
So I think for people listening, and one just for us and building a relationship here is like you were gifted something by accident. You probably never expected it.
Sure.
And then it's like, oh shit, what do we do now?
Right.
And you're probably, and it's exciting. Probably at the time it's probably super exciting.
Oh yeah.
And any attention is better than no attention. Well, you got some positive attention, man. If you already had that done, if you would have had your YouTube show, the dream of you having the celebrity status probably would have continued to exponential to where it is now. So the goal is like, let's learn a skill to when we can create that next moment.
Yeah.
Now we can leverage it and keep going. Right.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
How do you ever feel accomplished?
You should be, in my opinion, I never will.
Yeah. Because that's kind of where it's at for me. Like you mentioned, like, okay, well, I got that done, but what's next? And it's like, all right, well, was that even good enough? So it's hard to be like proud of yourself when you're always working towards that next goal. So that's why when you asked, what's your 10-year plan? I'm like, sometimes I'm more excited about next week's plan.
Yeah. So I don't have a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
I don't have a 3-year plan.
Good.
12 months is almost too long. What I do is I do an exercise with people think about the 51-year-old version of you.
TikTok.
Right. And everything, it is, but everything you can think of, because 10 years, people time's made up. Someone back in the day is like, hey, let's put this thing on and call it 24 hours and let's create a week and let's create a month.
Yeah.
Who chose that?
Why?
Yeah. So it's made up. Like how many hours does most people work in a day? Like, is it 8 or 10 or 12? What is it? Like, I don't know.
About an hour and a half for me.
Okay. But like, to me, it's like, my life is just, it's not a set time, right? Like it's nonstop. So someone created time. It's all fake. Money's fake. Someone created money. Like, how much money you got in your pocket right now?
0.00.
You have nothing. You have some numbers on the screen on your phone. It's all fake.
Right.
Someone can hit a button and add a zero in your account or take a zero away. Who knows? It's all fake. Time's fake. We make it up. We put these parameters on us. So 10 years, it seems unreachable sometimes. It seems so far off. You might not be alive. Dream about the 10-year-old person, put on paper, and write down everything you want to have done as if it's true. So wherever you want to travel to, like I love travel. Okay. I asked these guys, hey, like, you guys all talk about it. I pulled up my phone. What did I do? Book a trip. Okay. Like this year, I said, we're going to go before the end of the year. Okay. So I'm going to 2 countries for the end of the year and taking my family. Taking him if he hurry up and gets his passport. He's got a plane ticket.
Just take mine. It's fine.
Okay. But like for me, 10 years, where we travel, how much money do you have in your bank account? What do you own? What's your house look like? Where's your car? How many cars do you own? How many kids you got? Who you're married to? Who's your level of influence with? Who's pulling you up? Write down everything over the 10 years that you've checked off the box. And then stare at it until you can literally visualize. What do you look like? Are you taller, skinnier, fatter, right? Whiter, blacker, whatever. Well, what have you do? Like, right? I say that because Michael Jackson got whiter. Like, you never know what could happen.
Not Michael Jackson.
Okay. I wish he is one
Too
person
soon.
I wish I could have seen perform.
100%.
But then, and by the way, whoever's listening, like this is an exercise you should be doing over Christmas time. Put that on paper. I like writing it down and looking at, staring at, meditating. Like, what does that 10-year version of me look like? And the best case version. Then stare at it until you can, I visualize, I am that person. Then I write down that guy's 10-year plan. So I'm not looking at 20 years in the future. I look at 10 years. I stay there until I actually can like, man, I'm driving that car. I'm going to work. This is what my life looks like on a day-to-day. I own this. Here's my friends. And I linger in that thought until I can now, all right, then I picture that guy. What's that guy?
Yeah.
Right? If he has that much money in the bank, what's his dream for 10 years in the future? And then I write that down. Then I stare at that. And then I say, okay, that's 20 years in the future. How do I get that this year? And then that's why I go after it that hard.
Sure.
Because 20 years will never happen.
Right.
That dream will never happen because you'll start working towards it and adversity hits, you get distracted, whatever.
Things change also.
So I only look a year in the future based on how big that guy's dreaming because I don't know that guy yet. I'm trying to become that guy.
Sure.
And never satisfied because the idea is if you have one life, and we put all these rules like time, rules, money, education. You can't get this job unless you have this. Who said this? Right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, and then what do you really value? Because in the perfect world, I believe most people would be, hey, I want to spend my time with my family, with my friends. I want to find a way to not just be with them, but like experience life with these people.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, if you're most joyful when you spend time with family and friends, doing something as an experience, right? Whether it's like I love music. I love going to live music. Whether it's doing that, going to a new country. Like I like going to a new country and then don't plan anything till I get there.
Love
Figure
that.
it out. Okay. Yeah. So my daughter who you just met, who's already grumpy today,
Good luck with
like, yeah. So she's been out of this country several times. I didn't do that until I was grown. She's been to Europe a couple times. She's been to, I don't know how many states. She's learned that we travel, we figure it out as we go. So she has a skill set as a 10-year-old most people don't have. She's been in conversations most 10-year-olds have never even heard of. Her concept, her ideas are going to be different. She's going to have problems too, challenges. It's going to be different. The people she's met, like the conversations, like it's just, that's an education piece, right? So if that's where I have most joy, you know what it takes to have that? Money. So like money's a tool. And everybody's trying to chase money so then they can go get that. That's what I'm chasing. Now just backwards engineer, okay. Now money is just a medium, basically.
Right.
And when you chase money because you don't know why you're chasing it, you end up miserable. So you work a lot of jobs you don't like, okay? They don't tie into that dream.
Right.
So, all right. 2021, you make a pivot.
Did you all write that down?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm going to say this conversation's right here.
I like it.
And I pay him to hang out and learn. Yeah, basically.
Paid teacher. I like it.
Yeah. He paid student, actually.
Yep.
Paid
Oh,
student.
even better.
Paid student. No.
Say less. Right.
So tell me next. 2021, where are we at?
God. I think, reliving a new life, finding that new path. And then, like you said, I was working towards things. Like I was doing all the TV stuff, getting that training in my eyes of being comfortable in front of a camera, knowing how production works, making those relationships happen.
You leave American Eagle.
Yes.
And then their choice or your choice?
Both. It was basically, here's your severance package, or we can find you another store. And I
was
said,
this based on them having issues with COVID coming out of that, or like what? Yeah,
all the tailgates, same day.
Gotcha.
So I took my severance package
Cool.
and ran.
Gotcha.
Just because, like I said,
It wasn't-
wanted to find something better. And I met a friend that same week. I first lunch, never met her before, is kind of a connection through a mutual, and she said, "You're going to be a star.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on TV?" Next week we're on HGTV.
Sweet.
So she kind of started that mindset of like that manifestation.
Yeah.
That's the hardest word. Of just like finding what you actually can do. And Knoxville's a great town for that.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
all the film production and so much going on here. So I kind of started that different path and being comfortable with, you know, working towards something that wasn't so concrete, I guess, where it wasn't clock in, clock out, you know, make your sales goal in December and you're happy. It was more of your heart and your bank account are going to be separate but equal. So yeah, I started working in that whole world of film production and art direction, doing commercials, TVs, whatever. And then this opportunity came up while I was teaching dance, and you know, we had about, like I said, 5 days to put it all together. It happened. Didn't know what was going to happen. In
Sure.
my eyes, it was just a silly little gig.
Yeah.
Friends and family on Facebook will live, laugh, love it. And then, you know, it just went chaotic. And, you know, that is one of the, I don't love a regret, but it was like, I wish I would have had T-shirts ready.
Sure, something.
But I also didn't want it to be treated that way. I didn't want to be like, you know, guess what I did? Here we go. Now buy my sweatbands. You know,
Right.
like I didn't want it to become a shtick.
I'm with you.
And I think that's where a lot of
think-
my following also has been proud of me or not proud of, I don't think that's the word. Have respected me because they were like, you feel so humbled by this. Like,
Sure.
I'm like, I'm shocked as hell as you are. So
I think though, and like I said, just getting to know you literally right now as we're on this is, right? We teach, one of the things we teach, because we primarily work with business owners or people trying to become that, right? They work a job, and have some aspirations of working for themselves, is that people think sales is the most important part. And that's what you need to make money. But really, marketing is the most important part, right? Not advertising, marketing. And everything's marketing, right?
100%.
So if you could have had an opportunity, theoretically, to have, let's say you had a YouTube show or channel, even if no one's watching it, you didn't have to sell anything at that moment other than convert them to keep staying connected to you in that way, right? So I think that the marketing thing's got to exist nonstop.
Yeah.
And you have to always be thinking about, like, what is this promoting to the world about me, right? So there's branding, marketing, and advertising. And most business owners, they just want to advertise. They think, hey, I'll spend money, and this person's going to give me an ROI on that money. I mean, everything's marketing, everything, right? Like, I mean, the whole reason I do this right here is just this is practice. Like, we'll have a few people watching this that are clients, but we haven't even really tried to do anything with this other than the fact that this is practice for us. We're moving into a new office space. We're going to try to go strong and hard, but we need that 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
And so I want to meet people, but I'm a teacher at the end of the day. Like, that's my focus. I want to teach people, and I want to, demonstrate to people exactly how hard it is to do those things. So everything's marketing. This is an opportunity for us to tell your story right now, to market you to the world. And you had that audience in your hand if at that time, right, you had whatever. It could have been something to sell. It could have been just selling them, converting you to follow you on whatever platform.
Right.
As you're learning, because you're learning new skills right now,
Yeah.
right? Like you've only done this for a couple of years. You're probably still trying to figure out what direction it's going to go.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you were telling me DJ, dance, like all these things. Eventually, there's going to be one that probably is going to be the primary.
Sure.
Right? If you're going to get to your goal, which is celebrity or whatever access, right?
Yeah.
So let's say we check all those boxes. You've got it's a reality show, right? You're making good money. By the way, what's the most
Delusional.
What's the most amount of money you made with American Eagle
What's the most?
in a year? Yep.
62.
Okay. What was your responsibility that year you made 62? You had staff you were managing?
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah.
How many people?
No more than like 20.
No more than 20.
Yeah.
Okay, in charge of 20 people,
20 people.
making 60,000.
3 or 4. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, the reason why is like American Eagle's a pretty big company,
Yeah.
right? Do you know how many, anybody research that real fast? How many millions? Who owns them, by the way? They're
They're
owned by
owned, cell
somebody.
phone.
Somebody owns them, I bet. There's some, even if they're owned,
What's
somebody's.
his name? What's his
Who owns American Eagle? How much money do they do a year? What's up, Amanda? We're going to find out right now. Because every small business owner I talk to, they're like, oh, big business don't have the same problems we have. Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're not paying their people enough.
Right.
If they overpay the people, it's because they can't provide other things.
Correct.
Right? Education.
American Eagle Outfitters is worth $4.11 billion.
$4 billion firm.
Aren't we all?
He's in charge of 20 people making $60,000 a year. Right? Did you have money problems at $60,000 a year?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Right? Were you worth more than that?
Duh.
Yeah, right?
Look at this face.
Yeah, exactly, right? But I mean, you're in charge of 20 people. Here's the thing that scares me. When you fly Delta from Knoxville to Atlanta to take the flight from Atlanta to Vienna, typically the people flying from Knoxville to Atlanta are these short flights, are the like newer pilots learning, getting their wings, so to speak. And you can go to school and get your pilot's license to work for commercial, or you can be military type thing. It's kind of the typical process. Those guys, when I talk to someone, they're making $40,000 a year doing those flights.
Yeah.
They're flying 4 or 5 times a day with 200 people on this flight, right? They're in charge of people's lives. Making that kind of money. I'm like, oh, that's a little scary. Like, can we pay them $4 million a year?
You right?
Can we pay these people a lot of money even if they suck? Because, I'm only worried about my flight. And that's the one I'm worried about. But $40,000 a year, you're in charge of 20 people, and their income.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you took your severance, converted this thing now. So you don't have a normal quote unquote gig.
Negative.
Okay. So what is your number one responsibility? What is your next thing right now? Every day you get up, like you feel like you have to do. How are you bringing things to you to get this dream?
Yeah, that's it's that self-motivation thing. So right now I'm still in marketing. I'm still in retail. I'm just the product.
Right.
So I'm figuring out that life cycle. What is next? What do I want out of it? But what do the people that follow me, or what does my customer want?
Okay.
So it is that balance of, I don't want to overdo on a social media or that platform where it's just like, all right, this is a lot. And balancing my life versus the blue shirt life.
Okay.
Are they the same? Sure. Yeah. But I don't want to become this like character of myself.
I got you.
So that's from the everyday outside perspective, that social media standpoint,
And
keeping this celebrity alive. That's the goal.
How do you make money?
Depends on the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, right.
Making people happy. That's
So the hard part is the reason why people wouldn't follow this dream is because it's not predictable, right? Like you don't know from month to month what's going to happen.
Right.
Most people can't live that way.
Yeah.
They think they need, some kind of quote unquote salary so they can control their dreams around that.
Yeah.
And so if you don't work, you don't make money.
Right.
If you don't market, you don't make money. And reality is that employee at Business X, if they don't go market themselves, like I tell people, like I know that Albert here, by the way, is a pretty awesome dude. I know who he works for. If I pull up his personal social media, it's personal. I can tell what his life's about, right? And a lot of times that's a direction based on what kind of team member I would have working for me.
Gotcha.
So imagine when you worked at American Eagle, I'm assuming younger people a lot of times worked in retail. If I pulled up their social media, their lifestyle would promote either that they're with the right brand or not.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm taking my son to look at cars today. If I go to the Mercedes dealership and the person trying to sell me the car at a Mercedes dealership drives a BMW, there's not an alignment there, right? Even if they're on the similar playing field, right? Worse if he's driving a Toyota, right? If you work at Mercedes, you should drive a Mercedes. So I think sometimes, if you worked at American Eagle, but they're wearing, some lower version Walmart brand, there's misalignment there. So I think people are like, well, that's my personal social media. Where does the blue shirt versus, where in reality is they are the same, obviously. You might brand yourself different. You might market yourself different, but there is tie-ins. I think a lot of times people, well, that's my personal social media. No, it's not. Social media is called social. Social.
Yeah, there's no personal there.
There's social.
We know
it's not
everything.
private media.
Yeah.
It's not private media, okay? If you want private media, they text you, I guess, right? Okay. I see this.
Yes.
Give me, might want to show that to people or whatever. Somebody.
Sorry.
Explain this to me.
This thing, hi. Ta-da. Yes. This just launched.
What's it say?
The Dancing Blue Shirt Boy.
This is you.
It's a little children's book that I wrote. Came out the week after Thanksgiving.
This week?
So
This year?
Very new.
Sweet. You're selling it?
Yeah.
Amazon?
It's on Amazon and 2 local bookstores here in Knoxville, one bookstore in Virginia.
Let's get an email to go out and
we're working on
too. Send that to her.
We're working on more. Yeah, very new, but it took
Who's
about.
publishing and who's doing the work?
Amazon did the publishing.
Okay.
They have their own publishing
Yep.
company.
They got everything.
For my first one, I was like, it feels a little easier.
They get a piece of the pie. Is that what it works?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not much, actually.
Okay.
And then the illustrator is a friend of mine, Peyton Hockett, here locally.
Here in town?
Yeah.
Cool.
She's
Awesome.
still in art school, and I was like, let's give an opportunity to someone
Does she
who's...
teach art or she?
No, she is a student. She's
She's a
20 years
student.
old.
What school does she go to?
It's a great question.
Yeah, I need to find out. 'Cause
Yeah.
Like I said, I got a daughter who's into art. I want to facilitate
She's
it.
killing it. Yeah.
She's 20?
20.
I
Still in
want
school.
her to meet my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's an awesome kid.
Let's get that hooked up.
But yeah, started this idea. I was literally on a art director for a commercial for Toro lawnmowers.
Okay.
Fun. Sitting there, and I was like, we had 12 hours after I've polished every lawnmower and moved them perfectly, and I was like, what do I do now? I was like, I should write a children's book.
Okay.
I think that's the
Sounds
next
perfect.
thing.
That sounds perfect.
Just randomly sitting
Yeah.
there, and then I pulled out my laptop and just started getting to town and researching.
What age group?
5 to 7-ish, but also the adult.
Question.
So I've always
Pause.
said, like, I want the child to hear the message, but I want the parent to read the message and hear the message as well. So
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Pause here for me.
Paused.
This is the
We're
stuff
live,
that I do.
folks.
We are live, but who
Write
cares?
that down. Pause.
Um,
What if I just stood like this?
hey, question.
I can't.
What's the biggest age group you're doing readings for?
We're getting some late breaking news. Love this.
Ages 5 through 7. Right?
Who's they? Who's
No, I'm asking
me?
you. Yeah.
Yes.
This is books for ages 5 through 7.
I thought you were like chat GBTing over there or something.
No. How many books can you donate to a nonprofit? Give me a number.
Which month? Right now?
Sooner rather than later.
Probably in January I could do a few.
Yeah, give me a number.
Like 10.
10.
Sure.
If I put money in the pot, how much can you donate?
I don't know.
100?
This is a lot of questions.
100? Can we get 100 books?
Sure.
Okay.
Good God. Stressing me out.
Hey, I have a local author that wrote a children's book for ages 5 through 7. Would you take a donation of 100 books?
Is that Dolly Parton?
And he will read to the kids as well, too.
Is that Imagination Library?
Okay. So there's a local nonprofit that goes to elementary kids for the most part and helps them get new books, because a lot of times when people donate books, they're used books.
Right.
So they get new books. They
Yep.
get to take home and keep. And then they bring in people to read the books to the kids in school.
Nice.
So I just volunteered you to read to the kids.
Let's go.
Okay. And I donated money this year, but I said my family's going to go read to the kids as well, too. So, cool. So they kind of
There you
helps
have it.
facilitate that. And you donate 10, I'll buy the other 90. How about that?
Live, laugh, love
Cool.
it. Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that's like I said, it just came out, so
Do I
holidays
buy
are a
from you
little
or buy
hectic.
from Amazon? What's the best way?
Yeah,
We'll figure that out later.
we'll figure
Okay.
that out later.
We'll talk. Yeah, let's do that. Well,
Yeah.
But send it to a whole list of people, not just our clients. Yeah.
And the book is basically, it's a little bit of an autobiography,
Okay.
kind of the story of how I got on stage, but more of that self-doubt, overcoming that,
Okay.
where everyone else is believing in you, but you're not. And it was like, just share that gift.
You ever sold 100 books before?
Yes.
Okay.
No, oh, you mean before this?
To one person.
No.
Okay. So that's a lesson in itself, too. I just met you today. I don't even know how much the book is. It could be $100. I don't know. Okay.
It is now.
It is now. But I know someone who
Call
has
Amazon. Can you
I know
call Mr.
somebody-
Amazon?
businesses are built on relationships.
Yeah.
I meet you. I didn't know you had this book. I know someone who has a nonprofit that I want to go give my time to. I gave some money to. Money's easy. Time's harder.
I've got plenty.
I know what her need is, and they need people to read to these kids. That's one thing.
Yeah.
They're always trying to find
Love
local
to.
and stuff too.
That's the game
right?
plan.
So the whole world has got
Done.
right, and if you're going to write more books, buying some books from you facilitates that dream, right? So it's a win-win for everybody that way.
Yeah, there is a plan for a second book, but I need this baby to be on her feet first.
Yeah, exactly.
Because take some time.
Well,
Yeah, I
there you
appreciate
go.
it.
I wish
That's
I could do
awesome.
it
Yeah.
10,000. That's the goal, is to get bigger, right?
Yeah. And there's like a
Zero.
little dance that we teach at the end, so maybe we'll
Even-
have your daughter come in and teach the
Now
dance.
there we go.
Now there's a full circle.
Hey, and the illustrator, I do want to
Yeah.
connect her with my daughter and put some people in her life. That's my thing. Is like, like I believe in education is you already kind of know who you are as a person. Like facilitate that more.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So good.
I'm always about taking people's report cards and looking at the bad part,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing you should fortify.
Right.
They talk too much. They're gossiping. Put them in PR.
Yeah. Exactly.
I always like try to
Right?
get them to no. Everyone should be the same. I'm like,
Yeah. Class clown. Let's
great.
let him meet
Put
Kevin
'em on
Hart.
yeah.
Like,
Put them
you
on
know?
stage. Get them out of football. Put them on theater. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm always about let's take the negative because that's what you're really passionate
Are you a
about.
movie guy or TV guy? Like, where do you go watch?
YouTube TV.
YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a movie guy. I've seen like
You're
two
not a
this
theater
whole-
guy.
A little bit.
Music? You like going to music?
I
No?
don't like live.
No, like
I'm
live.
very weird.
Okay.
Roller
Did
coasters
you
are my
get
thing.
that manager's name yet from downtown? I got a goal.
That's my
No,
traveling
that's
for
too sad.
roller coasters. I'm the
Roller
weird-
coasters.
That's my fix. Yeah, you travel for concerts. I'll travel for a coaster. Going Sunday,
Fit where?
Kings Island,
Where's that one?
Cincinnati.
I've been that one. It's good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite roller coaster then?
It depends on the day. I have a favorite style and I have a favorite designer. I went to college to design roller coasters.
All right. So if I was gonna go one roller coaster right now, I've never been on one. I get to pick one
Velocicoaster
Where's it?
in Universal.
in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Or Fury
Velocity.
325 in Carowinds. Those are my two.
Carowinds is North Carolina.
Correct.
Yeah.
Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So we got a book.
That's my love language.
Roller coasters. I like it.
Yeah.
We got a book. You do dance
Yep.
choreography, I'm assuming, or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
All
Mhm.
right.
I
when you
also have a T-shirt. I also have stickers. Thanks for asking.
Gotcha. Yeah. So go back to
Nobody's
the
asking.
blue shirt man thing.
Yeah.
Blue shirt man. Blue
The
shirt.
blue shirt guy.
Blue shirt guy. Man. Guy.
Blue man group. That
Blue
the
man
Googles
group.
get weird. They all get.
I saw you were at the Alchemy. Am I saying it right? The other
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
So I've always been friends with them, and then I was recording my podcast there, doing 2 on location.
So husband and wife, right?
Yes.
What's her name?
Brooke and Dan.
Brooke. I was messaging with her. I accidentally somehow joined the membership thing
Congrats.
for like months ago though.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I've been sharing their stuff on social media.
Right on.
And then she reached out to me and was talking to me, and I haven't met them in person yet, but
Sweet people.
yeah,
I've known
I
them
think
for
they're
a
opening
handful
like
of years.
pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. I'm
Yeah.
going to start probably working there. I've been hosting cigar events at the brewery that I work at for about 2 years now,
Okay.
and linked up with them through that.
What brewery?
Elst Brewery
Yeah,
in
okay.
North Knoxville. Yeah. So I've always been like a cigar guy, mainly from the networking
Brooke
standpoint. Dan.
Dan. Okay.
Mhm.
What's your last name? Oh,
Phillips.
Phillips. All right.
God, you're really quizzing me.
I am.
Phew.
I go fast,
I
by
was
the way.
like,
I'm
oh
sorry.
crap. I'm looking at her Instagram. I'm like, Brooke Phillips. Got it.
Okay, he's taking notes over here for
Yeah.
me.
Love
That's
a
what he's here for.
stenographer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alchemy's gorgeous. It's
It,
going to be
it looks inside.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
a designer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have her look at my new office space.
It's
Yeah.
it's legit.
So our office space is going to be right down the road from there.
Right
We're
on.
right on Gay Street.
Okay.
So it's going to be dope. Yep.
I love downtown.
I just smoked my first cigar in New York 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Now I have about $1,000 in cigars at the house.
Uh-huh.
Yep. You like bourbon?
I'm okay with it.
Or you're a beer guy?
I like alcohol.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
Depends on the
and
day.
Yes.
I'll go
and
with
yes.
white wine. I'll go with
Good.
Jaeger.
All right.
I don't care at this point.
Sweet. All
With
right.
this belly, you gotta go.
Doesn't,
yeah.
right.
One size fits all.
See, I'm the opposite. The older I get, the more I know what I like and what I want.
Sure.
But then I want the best of the best.
I think there's a time and a place for everything.
Sure. Of course. I'm with you.
Like right now would be a sensible spritzer.
Okay.
5 o'clock. That's when we get into the darker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I gotcha.
I'm just trying to mentally make a
So
mark.
cigar man, so what do you not do? Do you cut grass too?
I could if I had the right outfit on and the right music.
All right.
You know.
So blue shirt. How did this happen? Why blue? For real?
Well, because that was the shirt color I was wearing. So at UT,
So it's just kind of because of how it
well,
happened.
I pretended that I was one of the security guards. All the event staff there wears that baby blue shirt, khaki pants, very State
Is there a
Farm.
YouTube link of this?
Yes.
We need to email that out too.
Have you ever been on Have you ever been on the internet?
No, sir.
I'm just kidding.
No, never.
Have you ever heard of the internet.com?
That's all she does. By
Yeah.
the way, she's a guru over here.
I've got a link, or if you want like Now Next or whatever has like
Yeah, don't send it to me. I want to send everybody. Yeah.
it's like 115 million views on this video on one website.
How much does the book cost?
$11.99. $12.99. Sorry, $12.99.
$12.99. How much comes to you when you buy? Well, I guess
Couple bucks.
$3, $2.
$3-ish, I
Three.
think. 3 or 4-ish. Yeah.
Where's the other part go? Amazon, blah blah blah, whatever.
Printing and all that fun
Right.
because it's print on demand.
Gotcha. So if somebody orders 100 today, then they go print 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you attached to any nonprofit or anything here in town?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. Okay.
I haven't really worked with many one-on-one. I've done charitable
Let's
work.
do this. You okay if I put you up to a challenge?
Say less.
Like, how many books have you sold? I know it's brand new, so just have things.
160.
Okay. Well, 260 now.
260 now.
Okay. Does Amazon or whoever would Amazon do your next book? Or is that who you want?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
TBD.
What do you need for proof of concept to do the next one? Do you have a next idea?
I do.
Okay.
Sort of, kind of. Very vague.
Okay. What do you need this to do for that to be a reality for you to do the next one?
I would like to get it into a place where it's not just me promoting it, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just not
I'm
like me on my
promoting
Facebook.
for you right now.
So here we are. We're moving forward.
1,000
Yeah.
sold, 10,000.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a number to it. I think it's just I would like for it to have legs and be sustainable, and then give me that satisfaction of like, yeah, I like your story.
That's so
something more.
vague. I do not
I
like
know.
that answer.
I'm very vague.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
good.
because I don't
All right.
know. I didn't know what I was going to do when I stepped on that field either.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like
I'm saying commit, and then we'll figure it out.
I don't know.
Pick a number.
Listen, me and commitment issues. Calm down.
Pick a number.
Don't
1,000? 1,000? If you sell 1,000, would you do the next book?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
there's no harm in the next book.
sure, of course not. So, and you're not making a lot of money. Like if you sell 1,000,
We're not
you're
buying Land Rovers with this.
That's what I'm saying. So
Nobody would.
here's my ask. All right, and let's send this email out, get Sarah to do this today. If you're cool with this, I'm not talking about the books that I'm buying from you, because you're gonna donate 10, I'll buy 90, right? So what's that costing me? What's 90 times 12? That's $1,000, right? So
Sure.
I just spend $1,000, right? And you make $300
This
out
guy.
of that, right? That's not a lot of money. So how about this? If you're cool with it, now until what's today? Thursday. Next 7 days. What's next Thursday? 20th, 21st.
Yes.
Okay. Every book sold between now and 21st. Whatever you would make, let's pick a local charity we donate to. Maybe even the lady that's buying books for local people. Right? Because if you sell an extra 100, you donate $300 of that to go whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You willing to do that? And I'll match it.
You're
And
catching me on a really bad week.
that's okay. I'll match it. I'll match it. I'll help you make more money. It's not money. I want you to change.
Yeah. Because
By the way, what's the most amount of money you ever made in a year?
God, it's that 60,000
Okay.
probably.
Let's change that.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, you had millions of eyeballs on you. That should have turned into millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, you actually need me to help you do that, because you can get all this energy, but if it doesn't convert, and here's the thing about money: when you don't ask for things, money's a sign of respect. Right? Because here's the thing: do you have family?
Yes.
Do you have people you want to take care of?
Sure.
Do you have experience in life you haven't done you want to have?
Sure.
It's all going to take money.
Yeah.
And you have a great energy. You're good at communication. People probably like you instantly. That's a form of payment.
That's what they say.
Right? It's a form of payment, right?
Yeah.
But then there's going to be other things that you're going to want in life that if it doesn't actually convert into a financial gain, eventually it's going to stop. It's going to start robbing you of the energy of the dream.
100%.
All right? So, how about this? Let's do this. Between now and next Thursday, every book you sell, you keep the money. You tell me the amount of books you sell. Whatever you would have made from it, I'll donate the money to that. How about that? You keep the money, and I'll donate the money.
Where is this place?
Okay, because you need to
Is
sell
this heaven?
1,000. You need to sell 1,000 books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every book sold in the next 7 days, whatever he would have made, that $3, we'll match it, and we'll donate to. And I'll send you the website of the nonprofit here. They're trying to raise $25,000. Okay, that'll be a little drop in the bucket,
Sure.
but it starts.
It's
It helps
something.
you get to
Every drop
1,000.
helps. Yeah.
I already bought 90 books.
What else you
Okay.
need from me?
I don't even know what it says in the book. It might say let's eat. It might be Krampus. Let's eat children.
Right.
And, I don't know.
Nobody dance. It's terrible for you.
But the thing is like when you commit to something, it's a sign of belief.
Yeah.
And where most people all get bogged down, everybody in this room completely is on the same page. Money's always the thing that kills our dreams.
100%.
Because it's like, well, shit, I got to pay my bills.
And I mean, even yesterday, I was like, I think it's time to hang up the blue shirt. We're done.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
this.
you got to
it's a
go.
dry
You got to
well.
go get the
Yeah,
job.
you got to go get a real job.
Yeah.
We're done. Go be a real estate agent. Go be a whatever.
Yeah,
Office.
this
I
is
was like,
everybody in America. I'm telling you, like, here's the thing is the reason why immigrants do so well when they come here, because they've actually lived a life where it's hard, and they come here and they're like, holy shit, like, I could live on the streets and be better off.
Yeah.
All right. My kids live a life that I never lived. I mean, they live a damn. My daughter's here at work with me on YouTube right now. Right? She's 10.
Yeah.
And she had Chick-fil-A DoorDash to her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Poor thing.
yes.
The struggle.
I never had that life. I mean, even now, I get some of those things, but I'm working nonstop. So I think a lot of times people think, oh, I'm going to go do my own thing, or I'm going to get this instant fame type thing for a minute. But if you don't convert it,
Right.
eventually it fades away. And then people give up on their dreams because, well, you got bills, you got responsibilities. And then your dream starts, because you're getting older. We're all getting older. Cameron's only one. Well, Cameron looks way old. Okay.
Black don't crack. Black don't crack.
But
It do droop.
Yeah, that and he's got the angry man going on here too sometimes.
Oh.
I thought you were getting your hair done.
I'm gonna go get it cut today.
Why you didn't do it yesterday?
I think you look
got busy
great.
working.
I'm changing.
Yeah,
Inner office hostility.
yeah. I am HR here. It don't matter. So I just say how it is. Yeah, I am. Yes.
Just a couple feedback moments. Let's
So-
circle back.
So one, let's say you made $120,000 next year.
Sure.
What would you do different that you didn't do this year that you would have done?
Say that again.
If you make 120 next year,
Okay.
what did you not do in 2023 you wanted to do, could have done, should have done, but if you didn't have the money to do it?
Yeah, like you said, I think it comes back to family.
Okay.
Back when I was working and I had that consistency, I was taking care of niece and nephews, college funds, gifts.
Would you go see more
trips.
roller coasters?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because you said that's your love language, it gives you joy,
so it's like,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and cooking for people and blah, blah, blah. So I've definitely fallen off that even with my friends. Like, it's all just like, I'll see you maybe next week.
Right.
Because I've been busy and they appreciate it. They get
Sure.
it. There's a dream that I'm trying to fulfill here. But yeah, it would be taking care of
Okay.
the people that have taken care of me.
What if you made $1 million? Do
Sure. Probably do the same thing.
you think that's reality for you one day? Or is it a dream?
I don't know about $1 million.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd be trustworthy
Right.
with $1 million.
I think the thing is a lot of times people, as we get older, especially hit your 40s, you've had enough life experience, you've had enough adversity.
Mm-hmm.
You worked for a company for a lot of years, and there's probably some high points in there. I'm sure you have met a lot of great people.
Sure.
I'm
Still
sure you
friends with a
cared.
ton of 'em,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure you cared about what you did.
Yep.
But also, it probably underserved you. It probably didn't.
It teased me.
Yeah.
It fulfilled all the facets of my personality. It dangled that carrot. And I was like, no, this is good. There's job security.
Right.
And I get to talk to the people. And I get to be visual. And I can crank out numbers. And
Right.
so it was just,
Right.
just enough where they're like, one more year?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
And then job security that never really exists. Everybody's saying, even if you have a contract to work somewhere,
Sure.
the government can make a change.
Clearly.
Like
I was there
right.
for 23
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
And they were
Right. Right.
sorry, but not sorry.
And that's because one, COVID. Two, they tried to take a risk. It didn't work out. All these things. So
Sure.
the only job security is your own personality, your own education, how you lean into the future. So 12 months from now, Christmas time next year, perfect world, perfect. Everything goes exactly how you want it to go. What would happen over this next year? Next 12 months, perfect world.
Family gets to visit me,
Where are they right now?
Virginia and Delaware.
Okay.
Visit me in L.A.
Okay, I like that.
I'm just
When are we going to LA?
actually New York. I'm more of a New York. I've never been to L.A. I'm more of a New York.
We're going to New York too.
Let's go to New York.
Yeah,
Or like
he's a good speaker.
we get to take a trip to somewhere.
Okay.
So like, all right,
Family trip
family,
somewhere.
we're gonna go to Universal.
Love it.
It's all on. It's
you
all
pay
on
for
Uncle Paco.
And you
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
One of those.
We're family. By the way, we're family. So
Oh yeah, come on in.
yeah,
I already get free tickets, so
that's
connected.
it. By the way, that's actually one of my dreams, and I was able to do that last year.
What's that?
I is do the exactly what you said.
Gotcha.
Is I asked my mom, say, hey, where's the one place you haven't been that you want to go before you die? She said Alaska. So for Christmas,
Gorgeous.
my whole family got a. They went in July. I was supposed to go. I didn't go, but 7 of my family members, my mom, my dad, my sister, my nephew, my wife, and 2 kids, went for 12 days. 12 days. Part of it was a cruise. Part of it was different resorts. They took trains through Alaska. I paid for everything, $65K up front. That was a Christmas. So I asked my wife the other day, hey, what are we doing for family? She's like, you ain't topping that. Like,
Watch
you
me.
know? Yeah.
Watch me.
I'm like, so.
Are you a cold weather versus tropical? It seems like you don't mind the cold.
No, I hate the cold. I hate the cold. I'm going to Vienna next week, next week.
I'm much
and then
more of a
going to
cold.
Prague. My daughter loves cold.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sweat.
Ugh.
I want to be naked and sweat.
Hate it.
All right.
Hate it.
But
hate
Alex doesn't
getting
want
out
to
of
be
it.
naked and sweat. He said, let's go cold. So
Yeah. I want to snowboard on real snow one day.
Yeah.
Not Ober.
Yeah.
Silica gel.
Yeah.
It's where I learned. So
Well, you'll
if
be
you
in the
can learn
Alps in a week and a half. Hopefully, if you get your passport figured out, go
Come on.
snowboard there.
Come on, Twinkle Toes, get it together.
No, I like. It's like water. I like being on the boat, not in the water.
Nope.
I
Hate it.
Yeah, I'll
My
be on the
body
boat though.
just cringed. I don't care.
But I don't want to be. I want to see the snow. I want to look at it, but I want to be warm.
Don't mind that. Yeah.
No.
I like to look at water. Don't want to be near it.
Yeah.
Not getting in it.
Yeah, I'm not getting in it.
Guarantee you, I'm
No.
not getting in it.
No,
Woof. My body just woof.
no, I don't swim.
I hate water.
That's my kryptonite. Swimming.
See, related.
Squirt gun to the office with me.
No, I mean
I'm
water.
drowning.
Water.
I'm drowning.
I'm good with squirting. I can handle the squirt, but I can't handle the
Once I get past like
swimming
knee
thing.
deep, the body shuts down.
Yeah. No, we're good.
Especially the water around here, but that's another whole thing.
I don't know how long I've been talking. Shit, it's
cares?
1 o'clock.
It's already dinner time.
Okay, sweet. All right, so we're gonna sell some books.
Got
You're gonna
it.
write
Love
the next
that.
one. I want to meet this lady and have her meet my
we got a
daughter.
checklist.
I'm gonna put some pressure on you to get
Get it together?
some focus
Okay.
because you have this energy and you are like. I
Oh.
just met you. You're easy to talk to. You have a lot of
This is my life.
Yeah.
I love networking, love chatting,
but you also
love
need to
talking about myself.
you need to get paid,
Correct.
right? Like that's because otherwise it will kill your dream.
100%.
You'll have to go do the quote unquote practical thing.
As I'm going
And
to
that-
get 2 more jobs today.
Yeah, you shouldn't. No.
But I appreciate that because it's one of those things that I think is easy, and people are just like, "You're so brave."
Right.
I went and spoke to the freshman class at Bearden High School, it was 500 students,
Yeah.
about success and
Right.
marketing, and I was like, it was easy.
Yeah.
15 minutes about talking. They were like, "You're so brave. How do you do?" And I was like, "This is natural to me," and I forget that this is something that some people can't do, have to be taught how to do.
Sure.
I love this.
Yeah.
So however I can monetize
Right,
and
and that's-
secure this package.
Well, and that, going back to is that what people do is they think about money 1st
Mm-hmm.
and they'll figure out what they got to do to make the money, and they know what they want to do. But like someone in your position that launches a business, here's what happens: you have a technical skill, you're good at something, you go turn it into a business. When you run the business, you're wearing 18 hats.
Yes.
And as you're wearing these 18 hats, the thing that you love to do, you no longer get to do.
Correct.
So then you hate running this business, and then
Yeah.
you give up on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why 97% of small businesses fail within 10 years or less. What you should do is, if you're great at something and you want to launch the business, you should figure out how those other 17 things you're not good at, not to do those. But you know what that takes? Money.
Yeah.
All right, people and money. All right, because you have to hire the people, attract the people, and you don't typically have that as a startup.
Right.
So then how are you so good at something you can attract those people to leverage that until you get to where you go? That's why if you don't go fast, you never get there.
Yeah. I think going back to your one point, and this is funny that we talk about this because my podcast is called Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda, about the what ifs, what did I
Right,
miss
yeah.
out on, blah, blah, blah. Is that I wish I would have started. I have an agent here in Knoxville, but it's like a talent agent. I need like
Sure.
that talent manager that could have been like, cool. All right, Kelly Clarkson show. I've got this guy. He was
Right.
just on the, blah, blah, blah. So having that person,
Sure.
so it wasn't me emailing, would you like for me to dance at your program? And that's where it just got a little
Well,
exhausting when you're the producer, the director, the
I'm with
actor.
you. But let's say whatever your shtick's going to be, like whatever it is that's going to be your foot in the door. The way you do it with nothing, right? So like, let's say you're a comedian, theoretically, right? Like you should be giving away your services, whether it's at corporate events or see, everybody thinks they got to make money fast.
Right.
You got to be willing to be broke, sleep on someone's couch, give up everything. If it's your dream, if it's your dream, like if it's your dream to be, selling out Madison Square Gardens and doing a show there, if that's the 5-year plan, 7-year plan, right now no one knows you, and you need to get known. Hey, you have a corporate event. Hey, I'll come do the opening for 15 minutes, and I won't even charge you.
Been there,
Or
done
you
that.
know what? I'll pay you. Like, hey, can I borrow some money? Just so you get in front of people. Then you promote it. Hey, I just spoke last week for 150 people doing my 15-minute thing. Hey, I want to come do it for you. Next thing you know, you have a book of business.
Yeah.
You got 15, 20 people that you've worked for.
Yep.
That's proof of concept. Then when you go to the bigger guy and you show them all the things you've done, you're like, oh, yeah, I know that person. Oh, well, they had you there? Man, you must be good.
Yeah.
Next
And
thing you
I'm
know, now you're
definitely
getting paid
doing
money.
stuff like that, and I think it's hard for the outside person, especially my close friends and families that know the struggle.
Right.
And they're like, "But why are you doing it for free?" I'm like, "You have to.
Right.
I can't ask this church or this charity that I emceed their event."
Well, you can at some point.
At some
right?
point, not
So
when you're just the blue shirt guy that's only known for twerking. I'm
you
like,
right.
but
right.
wait, I can also.
You twerk good apparently.
Eh.
So the goal is like how fast you can convert.
Yeah.
Because if it takes too long.
And
right?
and it's 50-50. Sometimes I'm way overpaid for
Sure.
showing up, and I'm like, oh, I like this
Right.
day.
Right.
And then the other 10 other gigs are like, I might get a hot meal and a high five.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I got you.
It's balance. And
Well, you
like
made
you're
some money
saying,
showing up here today.
yeah,
Let's bought some books.
say less.
You just got to tell me if I'm writing you a check or doing it through
know.
Amazon. What's ever better? We'll figure that out.
We'll
you tell me.
figure that out.
Cool.
Awesome.
Hey man, appreciate
Unless
your
you
time.
want to share your account number over the
Just do that.
Just
Just give you the credit card. Just give you that. Everybody,
say it out loud.
Pull up 3713. No. All right. Well,
Awesome.
where's the best way for people to find you? Instagram,
Yes.
YouTube,
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Dancing Blue Shirt Guy,
Dancing Blue Shirt Guy.
and website www.dancingblueshirtguy.com.
Gotcha. Okay.
Look at that.
I don't know if I have any blue shirts.
If you read the back of the book, you can learn that
Yeah,
one.
cool. Hey man, appreciate your time today.
Appreciate you.
And we'll figure out how to do this book thing too. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Peace out.